Hey everybody, it's Heather with Wolf Tales. Got art this time. Haha. And last we left off. Well, Addison fucked for you. Okay then. So how's this gonna go with her then? Because with Mirari, she was wanting head pats and shit to try and like, ease her way into Addison's good graces. So, in the days following my night together with Fuyu, I noticed a clear change in her behavior. While it's nothing as extreme as the night she crept in my bed, she's definitely not her usual self. Every day she follows me around, acting like she has something she wants to say, yet never actually talking to me. Fuyu also steals glances at my face whenever we're eating or watching television, and it seems like she's been clinging to Mirari less and less every day. Oh, great. You fed the stray, and now she keeps coming back. God damn it. That's a horrible thing to say, fuck. Well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for her behavior. The only event which... Something just opened and closed on my hotbar. Event whichever comes to mind is the night Fuyu crept into my bed. Are you sure you've eaten enough, Fuyu? You usually eat 3 times as much. Fuyu? Oh, princess. I'm not hungry. I've already eaten my fill. Are you sure? There's still plenty left. Alright then. Oh, hello, Mirari. Back to ignoring me, huh? Fuyu continues to watch me out of the corner of her eyes. Mirari signs in exasperation. You changed Fuyu more in a couple of nights than I would have thought possible in a lifetime, Addison. What did you do to her exactly? And nothing that I can repeat in polite conversation. Hey, don't look at me. Fuyu's change is her own doing. Perhaps so. But even then, something must have happened to make her want to change herself. Did you sleep with her? I did not sleep with her. I almost spit out the contents of my mouth as Mirari takes me completely by surprise. What do you mean sleep with Fuyu? Yes. Did you? Of course not. Liar! Mirari stares right through me, my bold face slightly making her lips quirk. I can't meet her gaze. Fuyu is a woman of age. She has not yet taken a maid, and she appears to have taken a liking to you. I can see no reason for you to turn down her advances. You make it all sound so simple. Is it not simple? Of course it isn't. I mean, Fuyu's just acting like this because she's in heat, right? Ah, so you're concerned that Fuyu will no longer desire you once her hormones have settled down. I wouldn't worry about that. Why shouldn't I? Of all the things weighing on my mind, that's a pretty big one. Smirking to herself, Mirari turns to look at Fuyu. Following her eyes, I do the same. The moment I do, my eyes meet Fuyu's and she hurriedly looks away. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Tee-hee-hee. We can just do it with whoever happens to be closest when our hormones flare up. If Fuyu's chosen you, then you can rest assured that her feelings will not change so easily. Our species mates for life, you know? Smiling from ear to ear, Mirari happily clears the table as we all finish eating. My friend's boned. While she's doing that, I look over at Fuyu, who once again turns away in a panic the moment our eyes meet. Even if Mirari says there's nothing to worry about, I should really do something about Fuyu's behavior. If she does like me, then I want her to at least be able to look me in the eye. And if she doesn't, then we need to clear up this misunderstanding as soon as possible. Either way, the two of us are due for a serious talk. Despite resolving myself to speak to Fuyu, the day quickly passes by without me being able to talk to her at all. Is this due to your own compunction or not? As in, have you just not been able to get her to talk to you, or have you not been able to get up the confidence to do so yourself? Oh, God damn it, my thing's stiff. I also forgot what time I was planning to call this, assuming it, how long the new content went for. Shit. Anyway, okay. Despite, oh, I already read that. Every time I try to speak to her, Fuyu either ducks behind the couch, hides behind Mirari, or leaves the room. Okay, so it's not just because of you, but Fuyu. In fact, Addison like walks up to her, "Hey, Fuyu," and she just dives behind the couch, and like that's it. It's like it's her hiding spot. Addison just like, fuck, whatever, fine, okay. Just little ears peeking up over the top of it. I tried to approach her many times, but no matter what I do, she refuses to talk to me. So much for having a serious discussion. I guess I'll just have to wait until Fuyu is calmed down before I try talking to her. Giving up for the day, I return to my bedroom. As I go to walk to the door, however, I find someone standing in the way. Fuyu? Yeah. Fuyu jumps in front as I call her name. Fuyu, what are you doing out here? Is there something you'd like to talk to me about? Is there something you'd like to talk to me about? Say that more enunciated. Ellipses. Fuyu says nothing as she stares at me, but it seems like she wants to say something. Perhaps a bit more privacy is a good idea. Would you like to go for a walk? What? Fuyu opens her eyes and mouth wide as she stares at me in shock. The next moment, however, yes, I would. To my surprise, Fuyu agrees to the walk. She brushes past me and out the door, quickly descends down the stairs. I better follow her. The air inside is crisp, but not at the point of being unpleasant. I figure I'm better off trying to talk to Fuyu here. The outdoors seem to calm her. Beat red, yet smiling faintly, Fuyu walks in front of me. Oh, it's cute. Without looking back at me even once, she sits on the edge of a stump, fidgeting restlessly as she looks down at her fingers. I follow Fuyu over to the fallen tree, then take a seat right next to her. Addison, I bet through the night. Yeah, Fuyu? Ellipses. What happened that night, it was all, you know. I went that way because of my biology and, you know, instinct made me do it, or something. You're hardly pulling a good, putting up a good facade here without the or something tagged onto the end. Press X to doubt. So don't go misunderstanding, okay? Tobacco. It's not as though I like you. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's not as though I like you or want to be your mate or anything. Tobacco. Stammering uncontrollably, Fuyu eventually manages to squeeze out a few sentences in the most tsundere way possible. Thank you. Still looking down at her lap, she plays with her fingers as she speaks, desperate to avoid eye contact at all costs. Are you a fucking idiot? Oh, so it was just a hormonal thing after all. Whoosh! Just... Damn it. What's the fucking term? Shit. There's a specific term for it when it's goddamn it. Bias confirmation? It's kind of... whatever, you get the point. I think asking, you know, the whole thing of giving into what she wants to believe as opposed to the more complicated aspect of Fuyu actually having feelings for her and in her return. Okay. So it was just a hormonal thing after all, hurted her. I should have known better than to go as far as I did. Thankfully, Fuyu doesn't seem to resent me. A little disappointed, I managed to smile and turn to Fuyu. I understand. You were just acting in accordance to your biological urges. We can chalk it up to a mistake of passion and move past it. But what if I don't want to? You don't understand anything at all. Huh? I said you don't understand. I'm not just some slave to my body, you know. I have my own thoughts and free will. I wouldn't do that with someone just because my body told me to, okay? Ooh. I don't recognize this track. Or maybe I've heard it before and I just haven't been paying attention, but... And in the moment it seems a bit more, pertinent or whatever. Yeah, I can't get the word again. No, I get that, but... Didn't you just say... Ah, jeez, forget I said anything. That's why I can't stand you humans. Jumping to her feet in a huff, Fuyu begins to leave the area. Confused and also somewhat worried about her, I stand up and follow after her. Fuyu, I get that you're feeling temperamental about the moment, but... Shut up! You don't know a damn thing about how I feel. How could a human ever understand what my kind goes through? Fuyu snaps at me the moment I catch up to her. Backing away defensively, Fuyu has a cornered prey as she creates distance between us. Now it's not just you. Even the princess doesn't get it. None of you understand my feelings at all. None of you even try to understand. Why is Mariah the only one who gets to be selfish? Why can't I take something for myself for once? Even here, away from the pack, I still can't have things my way. Before I even realize it, Fuyu's squabble with me has turned into an excuse for her to complain about her lot in life. Well, maybe this is like the straw that broke the camel's back, you know? This is it. She's finally fed up. All the frustration and aggravations come to a head and it's just spilling over. Out in the forest with nobody but a single human being, Fuyu begins to vent her frustration. Why? Why is it always her? Why is it no matter what I do, I'm always living in her shadow? Even now, when it's just 3 of us, I'm still nothing compared to her. Fuyu, what are you talking about? I don't know what life was like with your pack, but in my cabin, the 2 of you were equal. Don't lie to me, Addison. The princess got here first. She made herself useful, enamored herself with human culture. She managed to steal your heart. Before I could so much as stake my claim, that girl took everything for herself. Ooh, that's some heavy resentment. Damn. My heart? Oh, suddenly Kingdom Hearts flashbacks. Heart, heart, heart. Every other fucking conversation, heart. What are you trying to say, Fuyu? You don't need to hide it. I can see the way you two look at each other. She's the reason why you don't want to be with me, isn't she? What? Fuyu, Mirai and I don't have that kind of relationship. Like I believe that. You two have probably been doing lewd things the entire time behind my back, haven't you? Lewd things. But we have not. Mirai's a nice girl, and I do like her, but what? But you're the only one with whom I've ever done something like that, Fuyu. Oh, god damn it. Fuyu's anger dissipates in an instant, replaced by confusion. Before she can regain her senses and deny my words, I take a seat in a log, prompting Fuyu to do the same. Aww. The lonely wolf girl. She hesitates for a moment, then sits next to me, crossing her arms indignantly. Fuyu, I'm sorry about what I said before, but I didn't do it for the reason you're thinking. Humans aren't like half-elves in that way. We don't mate for life or want to have kids with people we barely know. Humans tend to spend years with one another before talking about that kind of stuff. Assuming they have even the slightest amount of self-control and responsibility. Although, in some cases, it might not be intentional to, you know. But that's a touchy, complex issue, so I'm not going to, you know, get into that, because... And even then, it rarely works out. I don't know about rarely, but it has a good chance of failing. That's why I don't want to enter that kind of relationship on a whim or as a consequence of you going to hate. But it's not you, Fuyu. You've done nothing wrong. It's not you, it's me. Taking in by my words, Fuyu sits quietly next to me. I place my hand on Fuyu's head and... Oh, pat. And speak to her in a softened voice. With a gentle smile on my face, I look over at her fondly. Fuyu, I've been alone for a long, long time, and just like you, I have no idea how to act on others. I closed off my heart, started pushing people away, and abandoned everyone and everything I've ever cared about. All started life out here on my own. A new life. But, you know, in the short time you and Mirai have been here, you've shown me how impossible my goal was in the very beginning. I was wrong to think that I was better off alone. The time I spent with you, the two of you, has been the most fun I've had in years. And I think if you open your heart and if you allowed someone else to see your true self for once instead of getting defensive, you might feel the same way. I messed up Fuyu's hair slightly with my hand and then removed my hand from her head and leaned back. Even so, I know how hard it is to change. I also know what a big decision this is and how it can great of an effect it will have in your life. That's why I won't make any careless promises to you. If you're serious about wanting a relationship with me, Fuyu, then you'll need to be patient. I need my partner to be someone who takes these matters as seriously as I do, and won't give up everything on a whim. I need someone who shares the same ideals I do. Fuyu remains silent as she listens to my words. Other than expressing minor displeasure at having her hair ruffled, Fuyu remains attentive, barely changing her expression or breaking her concentration. When I'm finished speaking, Fuyu looks away with a serious expression on her face, still clinging to a modicum of defiance. Insolent human. I already told you I don't want anything like that from you. But you do, don't you? I'm not talking to you anymore. Fuyu pouts continues to avoid eye contact. I take that as Fuyu signaling that she needs some time alone to think about everything I've just told her. Alright, I understand. I'm gonna head back inside now. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Fuyu. Wait, Fuyu hurriedly stops me as I begin to stand, but immediately realizes she had nothing in specific to say. Ellipses. I don't mind if you want to stay a little longer. just for a little while, and not to talk or anything. We sit outside while Fuyu calms down. The night air is becoming chilly, and we'll have to go back inside shortly, but for now I'm content to just sit here with Fuyu. After some time, it's surprisingly Fuyu that speaks up first. Hey, you're really able to go out of it, out here on your own? For a human woman, isn't that pretty strange? I guess. So if even someone like you can make it, I probably could too. What are you saying, Fuyu? You gonna become a lone wolf? I don't know. I hadn't even considered the option till now. All my life I've been told to live with the pack and their rules, serve Mirari's family. But if someone had just told them that we didn't need to be like that, maybe things would be okay. It's a very good point, actually, yes. Do you resent her? Mirari? No. She's just as much of a victim of circumstances as I am. She's been groomed from a young age to be the next pack leader. Though, seeing her refuse to go back to the pack makes my blood boil. Fuyu was silent again before speaking up once more. Maybe I can even live with you here. That's the last thing I expected you to say. Yeah, so what? It's not like it's shameless for two girls to live together. That's also the last thing you should be saying after the night. Can half-wolves even accept a female couple? It's not common, but it's not something anyone concerns themselves with. We have more pressing obligations like food and rival clan attacks. It can also be beneficial to have extra parents around to take care of the cubs. I wasn't expecting that. Why? Human civilization is a bit flipped around. At the top of the food chain, we no longer have to worry about food or our everyday safety, but we're always caught up in squabbles over how someone else still lives their lives. Yeah, putting it lightly. Who cares about how humans live? What I'm saying is, if a half-wolf wanted to take another female as a mate, that's fine. Actually, a human mate would be weirder. Fuyu scratches her chin, no doubt thinking about the pros and cons of a human and half-human relationship. Chuckling to myself, I urge her to head back inside the cabin with me. At this rate, I think we'll be able to return to normality in no time. Huh. Alright then, well, I'm ending the episode here. Thank you very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.